Yo, let's go. Yo, welcome to the stream. Yo, I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. Going to start getting in here, man. Oh my god. OBS updated. And I was trying my best since like 8:45, 8:40 to like log in and everything. And I've been trying to get together. But today is 9:24. Welcome to the stock market. Welcome to Chuck for Options. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Let's make some money. I hope we learned something. I hope we learned something. I hope we learned something while making some money. That's what we're here for. Oh my gosh. Dude, I am so sorry for being late. The OBS updated and my multi stream uh didn't update. So now I'm scrambling to like update. I'm like, okay, this is going to be easy. All right, there we go. So I'm like, all right, I'm scrambling around to get everything together, and I go to OBS. I couldn't find anything on OBS. I go to Altum's Discord, join their Discord. There we go. Yeah, I know. Join the Discord, and then I go to support. I have to find the issue, find the problem. There's other people. I'm sending messages. Oh my gosh. So now I'm freaking panicking because now I got to use the bathroom. So now I'm like, oh my God. So now I have to rush to the bathroom in the middle of trying to troubleshoot something that's on my PC. It was fun. It was fun. You know, we are here to solve problems. Solving problems is what we do, you know. Last night I watched some really cool documentaries on the market and on the stock market. It was some really, really cool stuff. Man, that history, such a rich history. All right, let me see if I'm even on or if I'm talking to myself. All right, it looks like we're live. We have sound. Almost news today. Just one event at 10 a.m. Yeah, yeah. Did you hear what I just said about me being late and everything? Dude, I was trying to freaking get here, man. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Oh my gosh. And then like that shit happened. That was brutal. My goodness. Why do things like that keep freaking happening, man? All right, so are we going to see that? Okay, good. All right. So oh, that's so cool. You can just do it from there. Computers. What the fuck? Wait, what the Oh, that put everything together. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm like, what am I looking at? I'm like, what is that? Why is that here? Okay, so that's for everything. So I would want to just grab this and plug it in. Plug it in there, right there. We want that right there. Okay. We have our futures market over here. Yeah, we have housing data at 10. But it's going to be a nothing burger. It's going to be a nothing burger. I can't find it, but it's there. It's on the docket today for 10. All right, let me get to the notes because the notes. What time is it? I'm running real low on time. What did we finish out? Because this is actually an important stat. 661.98. 661.98. That could be a target. That could be a low end target today. So we really want to look out for that. What did we close at? 663.21. 663.21. Okay. All right. Start a new day. Today is 9/24. All right. We're in the SPY, baby. We are in the SPY. It was just like housing data. I don't even really want to even like put that. So pre-market, I have some levels. Let me turn that page. 664, 63. These levels matter from the day to day. Is that a 49 or 69? 49. I mean, like that right there really doesn't like matter too much. We got our high, we got our low, and we have our open. Then we have our close. Then we have our contracts. All right. I didn't put out any macro data on that today. On my personal notes for yesterday, I have good macro data on that information. And that was really good info actually. I'm gonna probably start doing that more. I got caught up this morning with this, so I couldn't grab that extra data that I like to grab. We have 5 minutes. I can't even. All right, I'll throw out a couple. You know what? I'd rather some news. You said the news is rather dry right now. Let's see if we can find some news. Man, because I was going to say bunk it, start streaming on YouTube. I mean, Twitch, because I couldn't get this together. I went to the website and everything. Oh my God, that was so freaking problematic for like no reason. All right, what are you saying? All right, so he's just going over that. That's nothing I really care about. All right, let's see what you're saying. You're saying something. All right, so we're gapping up today. This is a technical gap up, right? Correct? You think so? Market slow as fuck right now too. Yeah. It's a gap up. I think it's a technical, so I'm thinking that we are going to go down. Let me turn you off. Let's turn you on. All right. I don't need you so close. Actually, I don't need you up here at all. I need you right there. Nice and far, but close. Uh, we don't know when the gap is going to close, but they are going to close this gap. I don't know. One day but we were going for new all-time highs. We gapped up and we didn't have all-time highs, and we kept going. That's the only time we may gap and go. Technically, today we are reaching for all-time highs. We could head and shoulder. We have the head and shoulders in, and now there's a chance that we could, fill this gap and go. So we can see. I'm gonna probably look for uh they said we want to look for 10 a.m. housing, Costco, Thursday. Um, Gap up, question mark, V Day. If it's like a perfect trading day, we're looking for a V Day. Gap up. A V Day is essentially, we're on top of the left side of the V. We go down because we're looking to fill that gap. And then we're going to go up on the other end of that V so we can go. So that's what I'm looking for. I mean, it might be like a double V, triple V, or something like that. A double V. I don't know about triple, but it could be something like that. All right. Here. Let's see about Bloomberg. You know what? Bunk Bloomberg. Let's watch these. Let's watch these candles and everything. I also made some buys last night into today. I bought a lot of, I just put $1 into a lot of different ETFs and everything. I want to follow. The ETFs. Some ETFs. Also, I picked up not just the Max 7, but the top 10. You see, we gapped up right there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. All my purchases went through. Boom, boom, boom. All my purchases. Bang, bang, bang. All right. You know what? We're going to make this big. The notes don't really matter too much. All right, here we go. All right, we're filling that gap. All right. So, should we care about these pre-market candles or no? When it comes to us reading the rest of the market, should we necessarily add that on to any other prints we're trying to read? Gap already been closed. Are you sure? Yeah. You should use futures for charting. But not on the SPY though, right? It didn't fill in the SPY. You should then translate those levels to SPY. That I don't know how to do. That I don't know how to do. Yeah, I spent some money, but I had to. I feel good about those anyway. It was really good to watch those anyway. Eight down. We don't want to see grab. Fuck, grab is moving. No, stop. Stop. Don't do that. All right, these puts. So, what I want you to do, do you trade on Robinhood? What do you trade on? Because Robinhood is funny. I'm sorry, not necessarily Robin, but the way they have these contracts, man, you can see where the money's at. Believe it or not. All right, we got to fill the gap on the SPY. On the actual physical SPY, we have to fill the gap right here. Once we fill this gap, then we're going to see where we're going to go from here. Okay, from this level, we can drop more. We're looking for yesterday's target of 661.98. We're looking for 661.98. Now housing's at 10. I don't think that's going to matter much. So I think the market may just play where it's going to go. You see, you don't see, you still see it on the 5 right there. We got a little bit, just a little bit. Right now, the calls and puts are both in the red on the SPY. If you look at those contracts, hmm. Tesla's making a move apparently. All right, let's go. Mm. Google down, Amazon down, Tesla. I mean, it's only 6 minutes in, but Tesla's moving now. Tesla's the only thing in the Mag 7 that's moving. Yeah, it's only 6 minutes. We just gotta just wait. Yes, look at the Discord. I sent you the chart. 4 a.m. candle. Traded through the gap, filled on both using a prop firm. Takes the trade. Actually, you're right. Gaps weren't. Give me 1 second. All right. My put is making some money. Are we making some money? Yeah, we're making some money. All right, I just want to take a look at that real quick. I was looking at after hours, Discord. We gap a first candle today was already filled. What the heck, man? Why didn't you buy all that stuff before? All right, so that put I bought is really gassing up. I'm telling you, man, that stuff that you taught me from the ICT is like nasty. I mean, like this is something else when it compares to like laws, but like all gaps must get filled. There's only one gap that hasn't been filled on the SPY in history. That was like back in like the 70s. But they said, they still said all gaps must be filled. So, there's going to be a time where that gap, can you imagine that? The SPY going back down to fucking like 200 levels or like 300 levels or something. You imagine how nasty that would be? Oh wow, they ate that candle up big time. That candle got big. All right, so we're dropping on the VIX. So that's fear. That's the fear index. But I don't necessarily know what that means right about now. There's a number. I have to go to the website because there's an actual physical number for the VIX. All right, what am I looking at? QQQ is trending down. VTI down. VU down. IWM minor up. Well, going up actually. Tesla up. NVDA neutral. Apple dropping hard. What's the weight of? I have to find the weight of the Mag 7 too, so I can maybe correctly weight them out as well in my portfolio, so I can follow them accordingly. Maybe a little bit better than this. Amazon down, Google down, Microsoft down, Meta up a little bit, Avgo down, Berkshire neutral. I'm looking at Grab up slightly. No, up actually. Open up slightly. Oracle down, down. Oracle. That's something else. Samsung. The TQ down. Soxel down. Of course, because it's a long. SPXL down. Same thing. It's a long. Maybe I should look at some of these contracts too. But oh, these are for breakouts. How much are you? Yeah, no, you're a breakout. You might want to. I'm gonna put you in my pocket. You're a breakout. What else is in here? I went around. I bought maybe like I don't know. It was like maybe 30, maybe like 20 different ETFs, and then I bought the 10, the top 10 weighted stocks in SPY. Also, just so I can build a portfolio, um, later on, and so I can watch some things too. I want to trade nothing but the SPY. Oh, not nothing but the SPY. It's going to be like 97% the SPY. I'm only going to probably like I'm once in a while I might pick up some grab options. But other than that, I'm not looking to do anything crazy. I'm not looking to do anything crazy. All right, it's 9:42. It's been 12 minutes. All right. You're not saying that. All right, I want some news. News. Bloomberg. 53. 53 is not. No, that's not that either. Oh, pre-market. Okay. We hit our pre-market low. Whoa. But we've been blew through that pre-market low. Why is that acting funny now? You're not talking nothing. I don't even know what you're freaking talking about. I'm gonna mute you because you're talking nonsense. Bigger gaps usually only fill 25 to 50%. Yeah, that was a small guy. Yeah, that was a small guy. I'm not making a lot of money, but we're making some. I just want more of a confirmation on the trend because I don't want to be too hasty. I don't want to be too hasty, especially in like the first 15, 20 minutes of the market. That's where I make like a lot of my mistakes. I be going too much, too fast. Uh, Alright, there's nothing here. Hmm. What am I looking for? UVIX down. That's bad. That's not so necessarily good for my trade. That green though. I take that green though. They're just gonna drag it until 10. I think they're gonna drag it until 10. I think the market's just waiting for housing data, and then they're gonna like, all right, do what you're gonna do. I think we're gonna wait until 10. But we still probably won't get paid. I think they're gonna let us trade until a certain time, but we're not gonna get paid until later on in the day. So if you're gonna want to make money, you're gonna probably have to hold your contracts later. They may pay you like right now, you know, if I was doing something with this trade, but then it's like, you know, what if the gap don't get filled? You know, what if the reversal? You know, you can say all you want with your homework, you know, but that's the point of doing homework. You know, you're taking a better educated guess. So although I feel as though it's going to do what I think it's going to do, I also don't want to put, you know, all my eggs in that one, you know, barrel because now I'm sweating. For what? Sweating at 9 something in the morning on no data, no event, nothing. Now that's just gambling. I mean, not to say I haven't done that before, but when you know better, you do better. Damn, I should have did that shit. That motherfucker's up there at 50% right now. God damn. God damn. God damn. But you talk your shit. At least I did something. At least I just didn't talk about it and be like, oh well, you know, you know. But what are you? I'm about to say, what are you looking at? There you go. Yeah, what was this? This is the. I'm about to hit 100% on this put. What is this thing? 661 put. I didn't put my levels down. All right, so we blew through pre-market. Yesterday's low was 61.98. That's our next target. 61.98. This is filling the gap when it comes to options. What you say, yes, it can be played everywhere, but I found out that the SPY is gold. For all that ICT shit, I'm at 120% on this contract already. Bro, gold. I mean, you also have to read the charts, and that's why you want to journal, and that's why I journal too, because I want to be able to see the levels. I want to see all the levels, and you should be able to go back and see them as well. And I can flip through the pages real quick so that I can see them. I don't gotta click. I don't gotta do none of that. Fuck all that clicking shit. I got my pencil. I got my pen and my paper right here. I'm at 134% on this right here. So I guess if I would have full ported, yeah, but like, who the fuck want to do that? Well, I guess I would have made 100. I would have doubled my portfolio. We still got a little bit more to go. And then I would have been done for the day. And then I would have been done for the day. But I would have made 130% of my portfolio. That would have been some commas, baby. All right, we're going to sell out of that. All right, gap was filled. So now we can see what's going to happen. This can be the bottom end right here. Now this can be our gap and go right here, baby. Gap filled. Now this can be the top end that we're looking for. That proverbial V. Let's find out. I'm gonna put a beak wetter right there. I'm gonna put a beak wetter right there. Just a little beak wetter. So I open the call. So we made money on that 660. We're going to see though. We're going to see. We don't know. SPY. What's all SPY? SPY 660 call. Oh no, it was the put. 660 put. That was bread. And now I said we looking for that V. Remember I told you I got my little beak wetter? Well, my beak wetter, my call is up right now. because this can just they just want to hurt and fill that gap, baby. That's all they trying to do. That's what they trying to do. I'm looking at the 670, 665 call right now. The 665 call. And I'm looking for the 665 call. Ooh, they reversed it. But we're gonna find out, you know. That's that's nothing. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Now we're gonna start sticking to the homework. So now we're gonna need the rest of this. See what happened with the rest of this market. Or this puppy. We still wanna keep dropping? You wanna keep going? So this is the level that we're trying to figure out. Here, we're either, of course, we're gonna go up or down from here. But wherever we're gonna go, we're gonna keep going. Are they really about to let this thing run all day again? Oh, I'm ready for that ass. I'm ready for that ass. Fuck with me today. I'm ready for that ass. Oh, you know what? That paid for my purchases this morning. My ETF purchases. Am I green? Yeah, I'm green. They also include my other stuff I bought today too. I'll take it. I will take it. You know what? We're going to sit those right there. What's going on? We got some. I mean, we still got some red on this thing. Let's put this chart up. What are we looking at? You see right here. You see how they're fighting with this level right here. This was the top of yesterday's channel. Oh, the 18th. This was the 18th. We came back here. That's crazy. Look at this. This how much meat is on the bone right here for today, bro. Like, that's some meat on the bone. That's if they let it run today. Like, we don't have any like negative data. Or, like, we don't have anything really, popping. What time is it? 57. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen now. So there's different time lapses that happens in the market. 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30. 12 o'clock is 1, 2. But you see, like, I wrote this. I made money on this way. I made money on this way. This was yesterday. This was Monday. This was Tuesday. That was such an efficient move. Such an efficient move. Mm, mm. The contracts just got expensive. They just got expensive. Why am I looking at 2 1 minutes? Okay, here we go. This makes sense. I'm like, that chart isn't making any sense. Why isn't that making any sense? Okay, this makes much more sense. Okay, okay. Much more sense. So if we continue to go on a down and we want to look for a trend on the 1 hour. 1 hour or maybe even the 30 minutes. But in the meantime, we're still in the uptrend. It's just that we had to feel that, that's why we went down. That's why we had to go down. But we could be testing other levels. There's a chance that we can test other levels down low. And then that's when you come in and you can find those different liquidity levels. Did I write them down? I don't think I wrote them down. I wrote them down yesterday. And this is how I want to evolve my notes too, because those are my levels I put yesterday. I highlighted them. They were nice. Those were really nice. All right, what did we open? I guess we can fill out some of this stuff. We opened at 664. 664.48. Yeah, I just got a composition book. I got a composition book. I went like maybe 60 or 70 pages in because I have rules and laws that I have on the front. The number one rule in law is all gaps must get filled, no matter what, no matter how you feel, no matter what you think. Your opinion does not matter in this realm house. When it comes to gaps, pre-market gaps, they're going to get filled. So make sure your opening play or whatever is going to include that. And also remember, you don't know when they're going to get filled, but it has to get filled because there's days when it goes, but then it goes right back down to go get filled. So that's just a big reversal right there. And it traps, so people get trapped. That's a real nasty trap. But it happens. But on my first page, I have that all gaps must get filled, follow the trend. Because a lot of people they try and, be Moses and part the seas. It's like, bro, your money doesn't matter here. Do what the market is doing. Do it in another way if you want, but just follow a way to do it in a manner that where you can make from it. But anyway, I have other, rules and everything. And then I have notes for OPEX because those are big. And I have clear tape between the pages. So I created tabs with the tape. If you can get better tabs, create better tabs with which way you can. But, that's how I would do that. And I've been journaling. I guess my first day journaling was 8/12. It was a Tuesday. It was a sell-off. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. sell-off. I can tell you everything that happened that day. 9:42 sell-off from morning. Then we run up. Yep. 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 Yeah. So that was that's helpful. But I didn't start adding the levels until like later on. But you get better with the notes. You start getting your personalized notes. But this is essentially how I write my notes here. Date what I'm playing, of course, SPY all day. Maybe some events, some notes that's going on over here. Let me put that's gonna be question mark right there. Pre-market comes up first because it matters. High up top, low down bottom because it just makes sense. High low of the day, intraday. That's why it's in the middle. Open close at the bottom because I figured close at the bottom and put open close together rather than up top. But we're going to end it on the close, so I figured put them down there. Watch contracts at the bottom. Sometimes I put some Tesla, grab, SPY, stuff like that. All right, we're going down on the SPY. But yeah, having a notebook definitely helps. The only thing about online, like having everything online, it helps, putting everything in, because then you can see your prior days, even if you just want to flip through it like this, it's like, boom, what happened on these days? What happened? What happened? What happened? Quad witching. And then we had Fed speaker spoke in the morning, nothing burger. Then we got ready for 23. Boom, that was yesterday. 23, bang. All these trading days were bangers. What happened here? SPY today, bang. But also having physical notes too. Physical notes matter. I like the intimacy of writing things down. So, that's fine. I said, look for trend change on the hour from down to up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. But notes matter, like the notes that you take. like matter like a lot. Like a lot. I should have bought more. You know what? We can get 2 more. Oh, did you finally buy everything I wanted to buy? Yeah, yes. Okay, yes. We bought everything we wanted to buy. That's big. Oh, that's good. You know, we're gonna start separating some winners and losers, so we can know who's the big dogs around here. I guess in about like a month, if things start equaling out, we can see what's going on. I know it's a little bit too early, but Tesla and NVDA, sheesh, sheesh. Open door. What are you doing? We also have Powell speaking again in a couple at the end of October. So that's also a big deal. Open door? What are you doing? I mean, really? We got 2 days. What's about to happen in 2 days? What happened? All right, well, we got to see. We got to see how today's going to keep breaking down. Let's see what they're going to do. All right, we got some money locked in on the books today. All right. It's, I guess we gotta wait. If we want to get paid, you gotta wait. All right. They're not gonna make it too easy. Well, they made it kind of easy on that first move. Sheesh. Because I bought them at a good price, and then things start moving. Then I was like, damn, I don't want to commit that much, to it. I feel better actually doing that. I feel a lot better. All right. I bought a protective put, so I essentially have a spread. The saying is, it's not about what you make, it's about what you don't lose. They turned that whole red candle green. What is the market waiting for? Let me look for some news feeds. Because it's catty corner like this. I hate to use that capital for that put, but it just makes sense. It just makes sense. We're not. I guess we do have a double top. No, almost. Oh, okay. New home sales, but it's 10-12. I didn't get any Robinhood. Let me get some Robinhood. I'm gonna get some Robinhood. I'm gonna get some Palantir. Let me get some Robinhood. Get some Palantir. That makes sense. I said hood and what? What else did I say? I said hood and um shoot, I can't think of the other one. I didn't have any hood on Robinhood. But need to pump this now. It's critical. Come on, push need fuel. Apple NVDA. Tesla. I have all that. I have that. I got that. All right, we're starting to see some green. Come on, stop playing. Fargo. All right, you're not saying nothing. What are you saying? Fargo. So you're just breaking out right now, buddy. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh, come on, spy. And you can wake up, bro. Well, on the one, look at the one, look at the five. We're trending up on the five. Are we? We haven't been trading for an hour yet. But the half, even from here, is looking good. You know, we should be going up. You know, we should be popping. You know, like they're not going to just pay you off like immediately. You know, like they're not going to pay you like like they're not going to pay you off immediately. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. And they're not gonna go for that. I would have to buy 2 for 10. I'll buy 2 for 10. Are these the April contracts? I want April contracts. I think I wanted to look for one April contract. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all for this. Mm, let's get two. That grab. That grab is going to save my life. That grab is going to save my life. When do they expire? No, I don't want those. Oh, I do want those. Right there. All right. All right. We still got some volume. All right. We still got What am I looking at? I'm looking at some open. Some grab. April, October. What time is it? 10:22. Hey, what's going on? Sit with 8. Let's go. All right. Thank you. Sheesh, I'm acting crazy. Why are you acting crazy? I can't tell which way it wants to go. Yeah, I know. Like it wants to go. Our chart is saying up. You know, it did one part of what I thought it was going to do. It did that. It broke the level. Boom. It did that. It sat on top of this support right here, and I broke through that. I thought it was going to come down here to 662, but now from here, but if we're going to break out, like they're going to, they're going to make us wait. They're going to make you wait. They're going to make you watch it. They're going to shake the rug out a couple times. For whichever direction. Like I'm not a bear bull. I'm just trying to trade the price. Hmm. Let me see what stock twits are saying. Let me see what the twits on the stock are saying. What time is it? They have 1 minute to do something with this candle. They did it at the freaking minute. They did. Did they do that at the end? Is that the end of the 4 and beginning of the 5? I think that was the end of the 4, beginning of the 5. Hmm. This is a really important level right here. 1025 going into 1030. Hmm. That's why. That was because of that. The market's trying to fill everybody out. All right, we closed the gap. Now what? Now what are we gonna do? Now what are we gonna do? All right, let's look at those puts. Do we wanna? What time is it? 28. What is the max I've been doing? Oh, Tesla. Tesla's going crazy right now. Tesla, fuck, man. I wish I would have seen Tesla this morning. Oh, those contracts are done. Done. Wouldn't even touch them. Done. Wouldn't even touch them. Wouldn't even touch those contracts for real. NVDA is like flat. Apple down. Amazon going down. Google down. Microsoft caught a little bit of a bid. Apple flat. Avgo going neutral. Berkshire going down. She's grabbed down. Open up. Up, up. Oracle down, down. Samsung neutral. TQ's down. Soxel going neutral. Going back down. No, not a good day. Well, slow day. You know, slow day. We're still green. You know, I was negative because I made some purchases, but then I made all that money back and I made some profit. So, we're cool. We just gotta just wait for something to happen. Right now, we're just like poking it. We're poking it. I don't know, man. We might just there, there's a good chance you can just be in the right position, take a nap, wake up around like 2, you'll be all right. I think want to break out so bad. Man, I'm happy. I'm so happy I freaking kept that. But they're gonna do a lot of shaking. They're gonna do a lot of shaking. Just gotta be patient. Right now, it's just managing. Mhm. Look at that. Hmm. Gotta just wait and watch. My Tesla's on fire. I don't even want to touch Tesla. It's way too late. I wish I would have seen that like pre-market or something, because that would have been nice. I wish I had the balls to fucking buy. Okay. All right. I'm good. Yeah. It's been a nice day so far. It's been a really nice day so far. Sheesh. All right. Let's go. I should have. Man, they're gonna make you sweat. They're gonna make you sweat. The calls are gonna probably hit. They're gonna probably hit. It's just they're gonna make you wait. Mm. But when they hit, you have to sell immediately. Whichever way it goes, you sell at the apex. Sell at the apex because everyone's waiting for that move. Whether it's up or down, someone is waiting for that move. So today isn't the day to like let shit hang. I mean, you can and like see what's up, but depending on the time of day and everything. But mm, all right, I have a choice to make. I have a choice to make. Because I would really hate to be like, okay, today was a nothing burger. I made, couple bucks. Let me go to sleep. I'll check my calls. My calls are up like 300, 400%. That's like a fucking like that's like a 5K swing. Like what the fuck? So it's like uh, oh. What time is it? 41. Wow, it's 10:41. 10:41 and we're range bound. That's crazy. You see that first play? That first play, like that could have been just like the play of the day right there. Like sometimes they only give you that one play of the day. And that could have just been it right there. You know, with trait and the spy. So it's like shit, nice hit. Nice hit. Damn, I was just about to buy like 3 more contracts, but they went up to like $50. I'm like, no. I bought it for like 20 something. I'm like, no. Shit. You see, opportunity, man. Opportunity in the market is fleeting. Like when you see it, you gotta pounce. That's what you gotta be like a jaguar. Yeah, something has to happen around like soon. Not even like a time frame, just something has to happen. I guess that just happened. We need Apple. We need Apple, Tesla. I mean, Tesla's already doing this thing. We need Apple, Tesla, NVDA still down. Apple down, Amazon down, Google trying to recover, Microsoft green, Meta green, go struggling, trying to go green, following the spy essentially. Tesla had a little drawback, but still very strong. Very strong. 3% for today, Tesla. Or maybe that's just, yeah, no, 3% today. All right. It look like we're breaking out to the up. This is kind of a important candle. We're at 47. Mm. All right, here we go. Important. This is kind of important now. We got to break that. Oh, that was good. That was so good. Way to start it off strong. Oh, no, not even started off strong. That was just top of the 49. I thought that was 50. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, this is good. This is good. Keep the strength strong. Keep the strength strong. Come on. Come on, people. Stop selling. Stop selling. You know what? They're scared. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty that was rejected. Oh no. They shook me out that one position. Shook. Mm. Well, it was only just that one position. But that is crazy though. That is very crazy. All right, so we're breaking out to the okay, good. All right, we're breaking out. I got half those contracts back. I still got my other contracts though, so we're good. I got my I don't even know why I even I sold those because those were for profit and I was like, you know what? I was starting to scale out because I this level was just a weird level, but hopefully now we can see what's going on. All right, come on, let's break these levels. What is this? This is like this morning. All right, so we broke. Okay. All right, so we broke that. We still got so much to the top. Ooh. Why are we breaking down? Mmm. Fake out, breakout. This is brutal. They did all that within the 10:55 minute. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's a bad move. The spy isn't fucking doing shit. All right, if we break this, we could be in trouble. Was that a fucking bear trap? Was that a bear trap? I made money short. Still want to see lower, but the price action today is ass. You still want to see lower? Do you got a point, a price point, a target? I'll be right back. Yeah, today's kind of boring. All right, that's good. All right, we're making some more money now. We're back to the money making side. Where are we? 13, 11, 13. I'm looking at the charts. Fucking, I got to head out. Busy day for me. All right, man. Have a good day, bro. I see you, man. Thank you for with me. I appreciate it. I hope you made some money today. All right. Where's the cap? All right, let's start booking some of these profits. All right, so I also bought a lot of investments. Okay, so also, all right, we're still having a good day. We're still having a really good day. mm, we did hit that low. Wait, no, we didn't. That was somewhere else. No, we didn't hit the 62.19. Uh, we hit some lows right here, equal low. So we're just looking for a direction. Hitting that big trade earlier today. Sheesh. That's what's carrying. Test this up a little bit. Microsoft, Meta. Why is all those ETFs are NVDA red, Apple red. Oracle grab, TQ socks. Oh, hoodie is moving. Damn. Robinhood just hit 130. Oh wow, open door is really moving. They're just jerking around. All right, well, I gotta think of something to do. You know, I can get off the stream or take a nap or something like that. But well, we're hitting that 12 o'clock hour anyway. I'm gonna get off at 12. Just so I can put the time in, fix this OBS. Oh my god, that OBS situation really screwed me up this morning. Oh my god. All right, the trend is turning down. It could be, but I'm gonna watch it. I guess I can make a post later on. Wow. We're still falling. We're still dropping. I, Breaking that 662 seems to be like an important level to break. We break that, we might free fall. On that end, we're still looking for the lower end of yesterday, 661.98. Okay, so that's like right there, 661.98. That's pretty much right there. Hmm. That's interesting, actually. So we, we got the 206. That'd be a nice break. That'd be a really nice. Oh, this is the hour. What the hell? Yeah, we're still trending down. Mmm. Look at that. All right, well, we can be free falling. All right, we broke today's low. That's yesterday's low. So we broke yesterday's low. This is kind of huge. This is huge. This is huge. This is massive. This is massive right now. Ooh. Ooh. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. So this is Tuesday. What about Monday's lows? Nope. This gotten through Monday's lows. 919. 660.37. That's the low. 917. 660. Wow. Look at that UVIC spike. Look at that UVIC spike. Mmm. Wow. 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 All right, we're in we're deep green. We're gonna hold these contracts for a little while longer. Wow, that's crazy. Those contracts are up hundreds of percent right now. Wow, those contracts are going crazy right now. They're going crazy, crazy right now. Wow, wow, nice, nice, nice. 180, 180%. This one, okay. Yeah, a couple of them. We have a couple hundred big 100%ers. We got volatility going in the other end. Holy crap. Let's go, baby. Oh my God. Let's go. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. Sick. 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 What a day. What a freaking day. What a turnaround. I mean, I was already heavy in the green. Not heavy. Well, yeah, I bought that stuff, made some plays, made, not heavy, only a couple bucks. But now we deep. Now we're deep. Wow. Whoa! Whoa! I was gonna get off at 12, but uh, money's being made right now. Do I? Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, we wait. The money's being made. Oh man, we got some 300 percenters in this bad boy. That's damn. Come on, where you at, baby? Don't do it. Don't. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, crazy. That's crazy, crazy. That's crazy, crazy. You see, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You're not. They're not going to give it to you easy. They're not. They're not. Like it's not their job to give it to you easy. Like their job is to do their job. Your job is to do your job. Just be patient and wait and just pay attention. Just pay attention. Wow. Are we dropping more? Are we dropping more? All right. Are we going to get more than one contract into the 300% zone? I think we are. Come on, give up that 660, baby. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. I'm so happy I picked this up. All right, we sold out of one. All right, we selling out of this one too. All right, we out. We out. We made out like a bandit, baby. Yo! Yo! That was 12 o'clock on the dot. That was 12 o'clock on the dot, too. Yo, let's go. Money made, baby. I'm out of here, yo. If you came through, you came through. If you made bread, you made bread, baby. Appreciate it. Let's go. And it's still dropping. It's still dropping. Oh God! See you tomorrow morning, baby. All right. So, what do we want to happen tomorrow? Okay. All right. So, evidently, we got this big drop. Tomorrow we're looking for the big pop. They may do the same thing tomorrow. Then we have like a pump on Friday going into like next week. But this thing, man. Oh my God! And it's lunchtime too. Shit. Wow. Yo, good trading, yo.